Hi, welcome to Leap Taken. This is Mika, and here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And today, this is a witchy planning video. So if you're into that sort of stuff, stay tuned. This is my witchy planner, witch's planner. I'm the witch. This is my planner, and I went to Etsy, I went to Pinterest, and I employed my printer and the various types of paper that I purchased. And I printed some stuff out, and I was going to just do sort of a setup and plan with me. Hopefully this video won't be too long because I tend to get really focused. But first, let me show you what I did. So all the links that I can provide will be in the description. So I created these, I buy full sheet sticker paper. So it's like something, if you were mailing a gigantic box out, it would be an 8 by 11 sheet of sticky paper. So I print on there, and then I just actually cut myself with my scissors. So here are the items I purchased from an Etsy store. And I'm being very diverse, as you can tell. My witches that are showing up are not black, and that's okay. And I just sort of want to, and she looks a little bit more melanated. I'm not sure what she's supposed to be. But anyway, I printed these out because I really like them. And I just would like to say this about this type of stuff when you're doing it. As a white woman, black woman, Hispanic, or someone who has a variation of a little bit everything, put whatever you want, especially like in your planner, in your journals. And this is just something else I'm doing. Some line, these are like lined, you can write lists on here, and I kind of really like these. So I printed these out, and these are just like other little sticky paper. And see, by the way, here's the back. You can see the back. But anyway, you can put whatever you want. I mean, what is somebody going to come in the house and say, you know, I'm black, I can't have a white lady, or you're white, you can't have a black lady? Let's calm down with that, okay? Anyway, so I'll get to these in just a moment. I'm going to put these to the side, but these are the stickers I'm going to be using to decorate this week. Now, I'll be probably coming into these as well. These were purchased at Michael's, so I can't link it, but these were purchased at Michael's. They're washi tapes, and I had to have them. Had to have them. I love them all. So there's that. So this is going to be for this week. But first, let me show you. Let's go ahead and do the setup. Because I have some other things that I've printed, cut, and punched so I can put inside this planner. Okay? So just to start, this is what my planner looks like at the top. It says "You are magical." These are just a little Ziploc baggie. I keep extra stickers and things like that I cut just so I can keep them all together. So let me put this away. Okay. And yeah, I have other stuff, all, you know, extra supplies in here. Anyway, so this is my planner. All right, so this is the Stargazer planner. It's the happy planner. If you don't know, that's what this is. This is my name. I'm trying to hold it so the light can hit it, but at the same time, it just says Mika. Some stickers that I purchased. Oh, how dare I? One more thing I completely forgot. I purchased, and I messed this up. I purchased a name, my name. I was able to purchase this. And I'll have the link as well from someone who actually watches my channel. And she has an Etsy store. So I got this. I got it quickly. So thank you very much. So I like this. I wanted to point that out because I don't think I showed it the last time. So yeah, let me get into what this is, what I actually printed out. So let me show you guys. Okay, so this is vellum paper that I purchased from an office supply store. And I don't know how well it comes up here, but basically it's something I got from Pinterest, and I just printed it out, cut it, and put it on this paper. And it's the Wheel of the Year at a glance. So let me come up a little bit more. I'll have something behind it, but basically it's giving me information about the Wheel of the Year. Now this part, the webpage, I forgot to take that off. It's my personal planner. It's not that big of a deal that it shows, so it doesn't bother me. But anyway, I think this is really great to have in a planner, right? Then this, I got smart. I put the, I could have white out, but I just put this washi over at the bottom. But anyway, this is an image. I just typed in Google cottage witch, and this is what came up. And I love this, and I like having pretty pictures. This is shiny glossy paper that I also purchased. So I have that. And then these are the things that I got from Etsy. Let me go ahead and pull this up. You'll see the link as well at the bottom. So I, cut and a print cut and punched as well. But this is, I didn't do anything on the back. That's intentionally. But this is what I printed out. So you can see here, new moon, full moon. So for full moon, it says release, cleanse, gratitude, celebration. New moon is new beginnings, set intentions, manifest. So at the bottom, may the energy of the new moon manifest the abundance and miracles I have been asking for. I'm ready. And for the full moon, it says, may the energy of the full moon, let me get this in frame, full moon release what no longer positively serves me and open me to receive my highest good. I am ready. So these are, I love these, by the way. So I had to get these. These are like, they were like $2 or $4 or something like that. I don't know. Look at the link and you'll see. This is going in the planner. Then, same person, I purchased these items. And this is just like for my bookshelf. And I don't really go to the library as much as I used to with COVID, but I plan on going back again. But if you can see the pages, so it's like what's on my bookshelf now. I like this. And then, yeah, so it's 2 pages of that, which is perfect because I have a lot of books. And then library tracker, reading log, I like that. Books to read, I definitely, so these are the books, reading log are the books that I've read. These are to be read. And then book review. And I just printed out additional pages of books to review. I didn't do front and back because I just didn't. So there's that. Then there was some imagery that I wanted to include. So the way I'm going to do it is, when in my planner, I'll have this section, it'll open up, and then there's this. Okay. So, they won't be right. There'll be stuff in between, but like you are full of magic, something I printed from Pinterest. And then this one here is just imagery, of like a cottage. And I really like that. So I printed that. So these are the things that I printed out. Like I said, I got from various sources. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the planner. So let's get to that part. So typically all this stuff goes in the back in this section. I'm what we call a Franken planner. So this was a whole other planner. I haven't even seen this one anymore, but you have so much magic within you. I love this, so of course I'm going to keep it, in my planner. But this is also from Stargazer, and I love this page. Let me hold this up so you can maybe see the, yeah, there you go. You see that? My name. So moving on, this is my section, different section of my planner. Where I already have some inserts and things like that I've already printed out. So what I like to do is just put it on top of these things. So, or sort of, you'll see in a moment. So moon phases, manifesting, all that sort of stuff. I want to kind of put this in a section. So that's why I printed these papers or printed these images out, because this can pop right in. And it was never to hide. It was just, just a cute little thing. But of little imagery. I could have made it bigger, but I didn't. I'm okay with what I have. Okay, so I put that here. All right, so now when I'm in that section, I would see this. So it's still, pretty, right? Okay, so this is all the moon stuff. So first thing I'm going to do, let me get to those sheets. These are the sheets that are going in this section. So let me get that in there. All right, that didn't quite go right. Listen, I print these at home. Sometimes, the margins aren't exact, but that's okay because, again, it's for my purposes. But I'm sharing with you always, guys, when I share this kind of stuff, it's more like look what I can do. No, it's more like, hey, look, this can inspire you. And for those who are like me, who love paper crafts and, kind of love doing this sort of stuff, you can get a lot out of to me, I know I do. I watch these types of videos where I get a lot of inspiration, ideas to be a little bit more creative with my planners or Book of Shadow, Grimoire, so forth. So here's this section. Now, if I wanted, I could put little dividers on here, which I may get to because this section is getting a little thick and I would like to delineate, kind of know what's what. So this is this section, okay? This is kind of like my moon stuff, right? You'll see that moon phases manifesting underneath. By the way, let me turn the pages so you can see. This is printed on vellum. This is a pretty image of something that's sold as artwork, but I printed it out. Then this is just a printable that I got, again, I believe from Pinterest, on the 2021 moon phases calendar. And then, of course, I'll have my sheets here. So I have new moon, and if I can turn the page, full moon. So new moon again, full moon. So, because there's a new moon and a full moon in each month, I'll have it here. Of course, I would date it, but I can write down, intentions, things like this. It's kind of just a neat place to put all that information. So that is that section now. So coming back, okay, so now I have this vellum, right? Now, my concern is this is going to, well, no, I don't think it's going to stick. But so I'll put this here because I like the blanketed images. Okay, so when I open a page, I would have this to look at. So it's just something pretty. Okay, and then I'll put these sheets in here. It looks homey, and that's what I was thinking when I set this up. Excuse me. When I was thinking of setting it up, that is. So I'm putting this here. All right. And now the Wheel of the Year at a glance. Okay. So instead of putting this, I wasn't sure where I wanted to put this, honestly. I know I'm going to put it somewhere. I just didn't know where. But I kind of like it right here. Right? So even though the magic sign is in the back, I don't know. Maybe because I like what I have before with the other page, where it's kind of like a pretty image and it's like the moon. I like that with that underneath. So maybe I don't want to do that. Let's go back and look to see what I got again. Okay, you know what? I could always put it right here. Because check this out. This is what I was initially thinking. Now that I remember. Ignore the line. But anyway, so I have this here and I have that pretty image in the background, and it just kind of makes you want to turn the page and just see that. But I just think this is so pretty. So anyway, this is it. So let me just do a quick flip through of this particular section of my planner. Okay, so you can see how dividers might be helpful, right? All right, so when I'm in here, all right, so I would be able to come here, and I do have little divider things I could put on here. I'll get to that soon enough. This is something I've shown in another video of my setup. The moon phases, something I got from Pinterest, again from Pinterest. My calendar. Now I'll be able to put my new moon intentions and full moon releasings, cleansings, and so forth. So I printed out just a couple copies of that. Then I'll be able to come back and look, I'm leaving myself room for other stuff here because this is a blank page. I wanted it to open like that. So what I could do, I can put stickers here and things like that. This is, oh, by the way, this is, I don't have a laminator. You can just buy the paper, the laminating paper, and it just sticks together basically. You just make sure that all the edges stick and then you're good to go. You can't make it so, you can't cut so much because then it won't stick, but as long as the edges have something on it, the plastic, it'll stick. So self-sticking laminating paper, I guess it's called. Also purchased from an office supply store. And I absolutely love this the picture so much. But anyway, then I have the Wheel of the Year at a glance. So I have all the little bits and details. And we're here now with Ostara, March 21st. So the balance between light and dark, renewal, rebirth, new life. Light is expanding, life is stirring, the goddess Ostara. Again, from Pinterest. So I got that. I printed this out, just put this little washi here to cover up the web address that showed up. I just love the image. I don't care. And this is on shiny paper. now I can have write down like books and all that sort of stuff. Remember, I have, and this is purchased from Etsy. It's like $2 or something like that. And it's printables. You know, I can print as many copies as I want. So on my bookshelf, so I just have 2 pages of that library tracker for when I do that again. Reading log, books to read, and a section for book review. And then this goes into my tarot section. Only you can control your future. I printed, this was part of at Etsy store, I think probably from the same thing. But anyway, these were some of the readings that I did. I printed out a bunch of extra sheets in here, but I even got funny and look. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I have extra pages here for my tarot journal. Again, these are printables. And this is something that I did for the year ahead. And if you can see here, I put a little divider up at the top. So I'll probably put them at the top instead on the side. And I got these from Pinterest as well. The results were written here and here. And this was from 2020, which I so far am deciding to keep in here. I don't know how much longer I'll keep it in here. This may transfer. And these are just blank pages that I have in the back. And other tarot readings and spreads that I did. So that is it as far as that section. This is kind of like my DIY section of my planner. And then we come back over here. This page. So this is what I'm actually going to be decorating. So let's get to that. Okay, so that's where the labels the stickers come back again. So I like to set them up first. See how I want them. Before I actually, you know what, she just landed here, but I'll take her right there. And yeah, this is kind of just how I approach it. All right. Yeah, I kind of like it like that. And then almost forgot where they were. Right in front of my face. Okay, I'll put that there, here. And then, yeah, I'm trying to give a little space here. Okay, and then I have these extra stickers here, 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 and here. Okay. So this is it. And then the washi will come in the extra spaces. So I will go ahead and actually stick these down, and then I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, so everything is now, pasted down or, glued down, stuck on the page. So this is what it looks like. So if you notice my labels, and this has more to do with how I print it than anything. If you notice, my labels are not quite filling up the boxes, but that's what the washi's for. So I'm going to come in, and I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to do it, but I think this thicker one will work great. Ooh, and that will happen. I think that'll work great. So yeah, as I do this, I hope you guys are enjoying my cottage witchery workshop that I have set up over on Google Classrooms. And I just realized I did not bring anything over to cut this. So, all right, I got this nearby. Okay. But yeah, I am very excited about it. And you know what, I didn't mean to do it here. I meant to do it here. I would like to just remind you that if you are following, that I will be updating weekly with more content. So it's not like a thing where everything's just available to you all at once. You go in, boom. That's intentional. I am adding it as I go. I have the whole course outlined, so I have the information, but me actually entering it into that section. One, I would like to encourage interaction. So if people have questions, or if they saw something, you have an opportunity to, we can kind of all be at the same pacing a little bit. I'm trying to find where this washi, and this is cute washi. It just has, I don't know if it'll focus. It just has like zodiac signs like Sagittarius and Virgo But I am having a very difficult time finding the opening or the, where it starts. Oh, found it. Oh, paper crafters burdens. Anyway, but I hope you guys are really enjoying that because it's the basis of my whole practice. So I'm sharing it because, it's what I like. It's what I know. I don't like to go too much into topics and things like that as an expert if I'm not an expert. So I won't do that. Even in the realm of cottage witchery. So I work with certain things and other things I don't, so I don't advocate, or I don't even say advocate, like I don't, basically position myself as someone who knows knows everything about, everything. So the things I do know for sure, I am sharing, and you will find it in that workshop, which I really like. And I think it's just fun, again, just to be able to interact with you guys and on a different platform, and to be able to just share the knowledge, share what I know and what has worked for me. Especially, again, as someone who, if you can tell from my hands, I'm a black lady. And I just want to say about that, I think that sometimes when we get into the realm of magic and talking about that sort of stuff, when you go to search, online for information, so let's say you're interested in hedge witchery, cottage witchery, kitchen magic, things like this. When you look in media, sometimes you don't see, yourself. I know I don't always see someone like myself. There's a couple things. It's an age thing. You don't see, it's like the concept of Crohn's is like, yeah, it's talked about, but it's not really being shown. So there's that part. Then there's the concept of, again, just women who are as brown and as, or darker than myself, who are actually doing this sort of stuff, and who find value, and it's been life-changing, and it's influenced their lives completely. And you may not be seeing representation. So I aim to be that representation for myself and for others, So, kind of look at me and see how I'm doing it, and maybe inspire you to kind of, step out on a limb a little bit and try your hand at this yourself, especially if you feel drawn to it, but you're thinking it's more of those who have of European descent. It's not, I shouldn't even get into color. It's more, it's more European, because when a lot of us, when I look for imagery and things like that, like the stuff I showed you, the cottages, those things are not ideally, what you think of when you think of a black lady living in it. People, conjure up ideas about someone who is of, like I said, European descent living in a cottage, that I just showed you a moment ago. So I kind of want to just challenge that a little bit here in my little space, and let you know, and if you are of European descent, but you still don't feel like you fit in that narrative that's being shown in media, and across social media, you don't think you fit there. Hopefully you can find, a safe place, a place to learn and share here, in the Leap Taken universe, because that's what I'm aiming to do. I'm hopefully you feel comfortable here. This is not just for black witches. That'd be silly at this point. I think that we're so connected, and we have enough against us, especially if you're someone who calls yourself a witch. Ageism is real, so there's that part. I can only tackle so many things at one time, being just one person. So I just, here, if you want to leave a comment and you have questions, or you just want to share something and you don't look like me, or you're younger than me, older than me, my age, or whatever your deal is, please feel free. The platform that I'd like to create, or that I'm in the process of creating, again, is all about just like, I wanted to place a channel where I would go and I could see real, a real witch, basically, who's practical and really shows you how to do spells and how she's really living it. Like, this may look cute, but this is really something I really use. and it inspires me, and all the extra pages in here, I love it. But anywho, so yeah, there you go. So cottage, oh, and the link, of course, is in the description if you don't know what I'm talking about, my cottage witchery workshop. And I'll have some new um, sections loaded up by the end of the week. So I gave kind of a bit of part 2. Last week was all part 1. And I'll be adding that, like I said, by the end of the week, all of part 2 will be complete. And then I'll give you a little bit of part 3. So look for that as well. But anyway, here is my finished project of this week for March 22nd through the 28th. And I absolutely love it. I like the neatness of it. Sometimes I like things to be, kind of abstract. If I don't have a lot to write or there's something else going on, it's okay. But anyway, this is this current, when I'm recording it, this week's spread. So I thought this was really pretty. You see how this kind of like, ooh, pretty colors. And this was from a sticker book collection I got from Michael's Recollections brand. Okay, so there's that. And then this is what I used the week before. So just a quick flip through. I don't feel the need to write in every week. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway, I actually really love, this is again, more printables that I got from off of Etsy. And I just printed it on my label paper and printed it out. And cut it out. And then this is more. So I really dig this as well. And I made this week about just lists, manifesting lists, what I want, why I want to get a reading done, because I know I was getting a reading, like just the different reasons for prompts. I have little questions up here. So, and this is for the month, right? And I didn't do anything with this page, but isn't this pretty right here? Love and light. So this is March. This is a complete picture of my March and my Witchy's planner. Witchy planner, if you needed a little inspo. So, you can take something as simple as a full sheet label and print out your own labels, guys. If you don't know, you don't know where to go and you don't see, this is me printing, and it's a white, it's white. So, my planner's white, so it works out. And this is like a book of shadows or something. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. And then this, I just kind of went a little off course than the other months, but that's okay. And then here we are with this week. So hopefully this is inspiring. So again, what I do is I don't put the entire planner. I keep the extra pages out, so this will be not too thick. But yeah, then I'll be going into April soon enough. If you didn't know what April looks like, the divider page this is absolutely gorgeous to me. I love the colors. I love the golding. What do you call that? Gold leaf or whatever design on here. I just think this is super pretty. And this is April once I get to it. But you'll see I put the pages in because we're almost in April. So I did add the extra, pages for April, but this would be the May, and the divider page will go here, but I didn't put that in yet because I don't want to make this too chunky. And then, of course, there's my technically second planner. This is my DIY section. And you see I have March here, but I didn't use this. I, put this washi here. I had every intention on doing so, but I didn't do it. Anyway, and here's April as well. And these are, blank, so I don't have to, I can write whatever I want in it. And then this just puts me in my DIY section, just with, my handmade approach at this. So my moon phase manifesting. I'm just doing a quick flip through if I went too fast or if you kind of wanted to see it again for inspiration. I adore these. I just got these. I just, cut them out and punched them and put them in here. So I don't have anything ready to go yet, but I love the colors on this, and I love the paper that I use. May I suggest, when you're doing this sort of stuff, when you're adding pages to your planner, invest in quality paper, because when you're writing on here, you're gonna not want it to, bleed through. So I have heavier paper than probably, than what maybe some people are used to. So I get like, a 30-pound or up or something like that. It's not quite cardstock. It's not that thick. And it feels very, soft and, I don't know, voluminous. I love it. So again, this is a place for me. I know I'm going to put stickers here. So I will be adding stickers here. But this is this cute image. It looks like I took a picture or something, right? So I have that. And then I got my little section for Will of the Year at a glance. So I have the information here. You could see the beautiful picture behind, which I love as well. So I like that. And then I have my section here for the books, the witchy, which are going to be, witchy books and things like that I'll be reading again on what's on my bookshelf. Okay, library tracker, reading log, books to read, book review, the books that I've read. And this is probably not in most cases, the books that I review will be like for my personal thing, not for witchy review, or they may overlap, who's to say. And this next section is all about my tarot journaling, so I would have those pages here. So thanks again for watching. Again, I'm Mika. This is Leap Taken. Please like, subscribe, share. And if you've already subscribed, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And as always, thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.